We are now at the end of 2022, and you might be wondering, should I buy now or should I wait? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Carla here with Benchmark Realty, your local realtor in Clarksville, Tennessee. And I wanted to make a video over this topic. It is a super hot topic right now with the interest rates being where they're at, looking at right now around the 6-7% interest rates here at the end of 2022. And yeah, it's a very timely topic, and just wanted to talk about the pros and cons of buying right now. I'm not going to be that agent just like, buy, no matter what. It's a good time to buy. At the end of the day, it's going to be what is best for you and your family and your motivation and your needs. So let's get right into it. So the truth of the matter is it a good time to buy right now or not? Like I said, it just depends on your specific circumstance. What is your motivation? Do you need to buy right now? Do you really need to get into a home? Are you relocating? Are you PCSing from another duty station here to Fort Campbell? If you really truly need to buy, it's not a terrible time to buy still. And it's not going to be a one size fits all, but even with these higher interest rates, there are deals to be had. There are some positive things that are happening because of this shift in the interest rates going when the past 2 years being 2 to 3% historically low, now being at 5.5, 6.5, 7% interest rate. People are losing their minds, but it's actually giving some advantages to some buyers in that sellers are actually now pricing their homes more realistically. There are price reductions happening left and right. There are sellers doing seller concessions now, meaning they will actually entertain paying for your closing costs. They will actually entertain doing repairs. They will actually entertain even buying down your rate. That is a thing. Those are definitely some benefits to this market. I mean, this time last year, sellers weren't doing anything. If you came out the gate with a home sale contingency, you're asking for closing costs to be covered by the seller or repairs, wasn't looking good. Your offer probably wasn't even going to be accepted. But now things have shifted and buyers are getting lower prices on homes with seller concessions. So it's definitely something to think about. The past 2 years as a buyer, you might have been able to get an amazing rate at 2.5%, 3%, but that also meant that you had a ton of competition. You had 20 other people competing on the same home. So yeah, you got the 2 and 3%, but you had to spend $20, $30, $40, $50,000 over the asking price, waive appraisals, waive home sale contingencies, waive all the contingencies. Some people were even waiving home inspections just to even be considered. So now that's no longer applicable, and buyers have much more choice, has more homes on the market to choose from. They actually can take a breather, take a breath, and think about this major decision. Whereas the last 2 years, buyers were having to make decisions that same day. Do you want this house or not? We got to go. And it was extremely stressful. So as they say, pick your poison. And now we have the higher interest rates, lower competition. Bidding wars are very low. There are still some happening, but very few and far in between right now. Sellers are coming in more realistic with their prices. So better prices and better terms. There's definitely something to be said for that if you are buying in today's market, despite the higher interest rates. And sellers are even throwing in home warranty nowadays too. So that's also great. I haven't seen that in a long time, and it's happening now. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, I had a closing where my buyers had to sell their home first before they could buy their house here, which was a huge benefit in the shift in market being as not so crazy sellers market. So my buyers were able to buy a house here despite having a home sale contingency and having to sell their home first out of state. So that was a huge benefit for my clients. So again, to reiterate, with the higher interest rates being where they are, you can either buy down your own interest rate, pay for discount points, have the seller help buy down your interest rate, or pay closing costs, or a combination of both of those things. So yes, there's definitely things out there to help. Now let's talk about some reasons why you may not want to buy right now. If you are just in a position where you don't have to move, then maybe you just stay where you're at and hold what you got and see what the next 6 months to a year, what happens over that time. Now just keep in mind, in the next 6 months to a year, if interest rates go back down again, then you're going to have more competition and may not have as good of a deal on a home in the terms. It's just basic economics is how things go. Some people just don't have to move, and that's completely fine. If you're happy and content and you were thinking about moving, but just not really sure right now with everything going on with the rates in the market, then completely understand. Another reason you may not want to buy right now is if you're buying purely for appreciation. So if you're an investor or a flipper, or you just intended on being in the house for a year or two and then getting rid of it and selling it and hoping to make a ton of money. Well, that might not be a good time to buy right now because of the way the home values are going right now, or they're not going to continue to be going up and up the way we've seen it and increasing the way we've seen it in the past couple of years. Another reason you may not want to buy right now is that you're just not in a stable situation when it comes to your job and your future. Right now, with a lot of things and recessions happening in the market right now, some people are worried about layoffs and things of that nature. And so if your income and your job security is not looking super secure right now, then it may not be the best time to buy. All right, that's it for this video today. I hope it was helpful. I know it can be intimidating with everything we're hearing in the news right now, with inflation this and recession that and interest rates and everything else. So I completely get it. So feel free to connect with me, and I'd be happy to set up a consultation to see if it makes sense right now for buying or selling, for that matter as well, or even investing. We need to have that conversation. So feel free to connect, and I'd be happy to speak with you. And until then, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye, Gato. Okay.